Arlene lived in Niles, Illinois, not Mount Prospect, but Niles. And she went to St. Juliana's. She was always a family person, so most of her life was with the family. And it was a fairly extended family with aunts and uncles. As far as I know, she always wanted to be an engineer, and that's what she became.
I got the impression that she really knew she wanted to achieve at an early age. Just very focused, very studious, and really wanting to learn. She certainly instilled in me a curiosity for the world, learning as a hobby almost.
She got her degree from IIT, Illinois Institute of Technology. Now, I believe she was the third woman hired out of IIT for ComEd.
There were so many engineers and so few women engineers. She was brilliant. You know, she's a rocket scientist. I met her at a meeting where we started discussing how to deregulate the electric industry. Arlene was clearly a leader, but she never spoke down to anyone. She spoke with people as equals. And because of her style, because of her knowledge and her ability to convey knowledge, she was well respected, and that was her leadership. Arlene was a star in the worlds she participated in, and those worlds were mainly masculine.
I think my mom's whole life is a representation of how she is in being a woman in a man's world. And a lot of that comes from, I think, her drive to not let sexism or stereotypes get in her way of fulfilling her goals.
When she was doing her introduction to the corporation, she had to pass through all of these departments, and one of the departments was the one I was in, Environmental Affairs. Well, I didn't even ask her out until she left the department.
They really bonded over their work interests and then just life interests in general, and both of my parents are big goofballs. I imagine they had a lot of fun together. My mom was in her early 20s. They got married when she was 24.
We had our first son, then after he was born, we moved to Mount Prospect.
You could tell my mom really worked hard as a mom and in her career. Yeah, she really kind of worked that second shift of coming home from her full-time day job and being a full-time mom as well.
We moved to our second home on Lancaster Street in Mount Prospect, and our neighbor across the street was John Eilering.
Well, the Juracecs moved into our neighborhood right across the street from my wife and I. We've lived in Mount Prospect for 50 years. They moved in, and they had 3 kids, and we were going to make cookies for them, but Arlene beat us to the punch.
John's best friend happened to be Skip Farley. And then Skip one night said, "Can I come over and talk to Arlene?" And sure, he did. He liked what he heard, and he made her offer to join the board.
She had the experience, she had a background. She was articulate, she was smart, could dig into an issue and try to draw it out in its total extremity, shall we say, so that you could make sense out of it.
She took it very, very responsibly. She really wanted to do a lot for the city.
When Arlene decided to seek political office, I was surprised. That's a big job.
Well, I think it's a natural fit for her to run for office. She has good leadership qualities. I recognize that in her as I got to know her.
She was genuinely interested in what the public that was appearing before the board had to say. I think she managed the meeting far better than I did.
We've had a lot of great mayors. We really have had a lot of great mayors. I think Arlene will go down as an excellent one, considering all the redevelopment that's gone on.
And I think she pushed it as hard as could be, and I'm glad to see what's going on now in downtown Mount Prospect. It's very vibrant.
If you're going to lead a community into the future, you have to have a sense of what the future is and could be.
I think the leadership quality she has in leading the Board of Trustees is one of the greatest strengths she has.
Arlene is incredibly good at building consensus. She does not strike me as the type of person who is going to say, well, you got to do it my way.
She wasn't my way or the highway. She sought people's opinions, and she is a person who is a consensus builder.
The O'Hara Noise Commission, Arlene was moved up to the chairmanship of that commission. She, being an engineer, could speak the same language as the aviation heads that they were bringing in, so everybody got along well together.
Mayor Juracek, as an ex officio on the commission, her guidance, obviously, as chair, and the information that she brings is incredible. We shared many common ideas and goals. It was really a wonderful working relationship as chair with the mayor.
She got involved to make sure that there was good in the world.
She is caring, she is strong. There is never been a single moment that I've seen and talked to the mayor where she doesn't know everything that's going on in this village.
I believe that Arlene truly loves Mount Prospect. This is home to her.
Now she loves being a grandmother. She's so sweet with Lucian.
You've got a second grandchild coming, so she is going to be spending an awful lot of time with the grandchildren, including taking them to the farm. It's called Five Feathers Farm. It's a hardwood tree farm.
It's a tree farm technically, but it really is our base to just have our family and preserving the forest and the prairies out there. My parents, I think, place a lot of importance on traveling, getting to see the beauty in the world and getting to know different cultures and just explore. What will they do now in retirement? I think that they will, I hope that they will just sit and have a glass of wine, take a breath, and let life wash over them for a few, and then maybe, see what's next.